Hey there everybody, and welcome to our gun candy introduction video. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about what is gun candy and how do we apply it. Gun candy is a metallic clear coat additive. Many of you have probably at this point already purchased our gun candy kit from the website. If you have, this is what will be in the box. You will have a filter. You'll have your clear coat, as long as you ordered it. We'll talk about that a little bit more. You can't just order the gun candy. You have to have some clear coat. But you will have a 90 milliliter bottle of clear coat, a 5 milliliter bottle of your hardener if you ordered the H series. We'll go over that in a bit as well. You'll have whatever gun candy color that you ordered. I just happened to grab the Titan, which is a fabulous shimmery red color. And then you'll have, of course, a Tactical Penguin sticker. On the back is a QWERTY code, which is where you find this video and all of your other videos, application videos, and anything that's relevant to the DIY space. What we are going for here, I believe this one was Mongoose, but what we're going for here is a nice, even surface of gun candy, okay? What you're gonna do is we've made everything very, very simple. You're just gonna take your 90 milliliters of clear coat, you're gonna dump in the entire package, everything's pre-measured. Dump in your entire package of gun candy into your clear coat, and then your entire 5 milliliter bottle of hardener, okay? This does mix in an 18:1 ratio, so if you think you're not gonna use it all, if you'd like to save some for later, just use that ratio. This is 5 milliliters, so you could do it in fifths or measure it. Then you're gonna shake very thoroughly. The clear coat's not as bad as some of the other colors because there's no real solids in it, but you still need to make sure you're shaking it thoroughly, okay? After you shake it for a while, nice and thorough, you're gonna put it through your filter. This is a very important part when you're using your gun candy. You're gonna pour it through your filter into your gun. All of the larger particles from your gun candy are gonna filter out into this filter. That's totally okay. You just want the smaller particles so you get a nice smooth surface. You're gonna spray a base coat. In most cases, your base coat is gonna be black, but you can have at it. You can have lots of fun. You can try a bunch of different base coats. Every type of base coat is gonna give you just a little bit of a different look to your gun candy. So have fun. But in most cases, your base coat is gonna be black. So you spray your black base coat onto whatever you're doing. I just grabbed a tumbler, but of course, most of the time this is gonna be a firearm. But you spray your black base coat, and then if you're using the H series products, okay, that's H300 for your high gloss or H301 for your matte, then you're gonna put it in the oven, you're gonna flash it. Times vary, but we do it for 180 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes, just until it's tack-free. And then we pull it back out and we spray our clear coat. And the clear coat spray is very similar to regular Cerakote, but just be careful because if you overdo it, it'll start to run and you'll ruin your project. And then after you get a nice even coat on your project, you just put it in the oven, you cure it just like normal. We do 180 degrees for 2 hours. That protects most polymers. So if you're spraying any type of polymer, you can avoid melting it at 180 degrees. If you're using the C series, the MC156 or the MC157, you'll just spray it and hang it out, of course. Well, okay, so you're gonna spray your C series base coat, right? And then you're gonna let it sit for about an hour. In reality, you could spray your gun candy the next day or whatever, really doesn't matter as far as the cure time of your base coat. The C-Series Cerakote will adhere just fine. So, but wait about an hour for best adhesion. You're gonna spray your base coat, let it hang for about an hour, and then you're gonna do all the same stuff, except for you're just not gonna put in your hardener, right? Because it's the C-Series, it will not come with the hardener. So you just put in your gun candy, shake it well, filter it in your gun, spray it on, and then you hang it to cure. And then that's it. Okay, so for this demonstration, we've opted for C-Series Armor Black. We're gonna go ahead and give that a shake. C-Series does have some distinct advantages because you don't have to measure anything. You can just pour it in, use what you need to use, pour it back in. There's not a whole lot of waste. So let's get that mixed up. We'll get some poured in the gun. We'll spray our sample and go from there. You guys will pour it through the filter that we send with your product. Here we use these fancy little filters that go on top of the cup. So I'm just gonna pour some in. We're only gonna be doing a tumbler for this example, so we don't need a lot of Cerakote. Let's go over to the spray booth. All right, as you can see here, I've got my tumbler all set up, ready to spray my base coat. So let's get her done. So what you're looking for there, I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick that up, but you're looking for just a slight orange peel look. That will smooth out as it flashes off, and a high gloss look. So we're gonna let that flash for a minute and then we'll put on our gun candy. Okay, we're ready to mix up some gun candy. We're gonna be using the Mongoose for this one. We had some left over from another project. There's another distinct advantage to using the C-Series, and that is that you can mix the whole thing and then just make sure it's well sealed. You can use it later on down the road. You don't have to throw it away. So this is mixed in our high gloss MC156, and it's just what's left over from pouring in the entire bottle into the 90 milliliters. So we're gonna go ahead and just use that. It's been well shaken. We put this lid on really tight so that it wouldn't evaporate. Now, as mentioned, you guys will get one of these filters. You're gonna pour it through this filter. We've got these fancy little guys. So we're just gonna use this. And once again, I'm only doing a tumbler, so I'm going to pour just enough to do the project. Now, if you pour too much, you can just pour it right back in here. So that's the joy of the C series. Let's go spray. Okay, this tumbler has really only been sitting here for about 30 minutes. It's still wet to the touch, but as you can see, it has flashed off. It's not quite as shiny as it was. The main purpose there is just to make sure that it's not still wet so that things don't run down it. If you want to touch it, if you're doing a more complex part and you need to be able to touch it, then you have to wait at least an hour for it to be dry to the touch, and then you can touch it and move it as you're spraying it. But for this one, I'm not going to be touching the tumbler, so we're going to go ahead and spray with it being still wet. Sorry, one of the keys to spraying gun candy is that you want your air pressure just ever so slightly higher than when you're spraying the Cerakote, so that it atomizes it just a little bit more than normal. So I'm going to adjust that a little bit and I'll show you what that looks like. That's not on quite as thick as I like it. Now that's not on quite as thick as I like it, but as you can see, it's already getting a pretty good color shift look to it. You want to kind of go a little bit slow this way so that you don't put on too much. If you put on too much, it's going to run. But we're going to go ahead and do one more pass. Now you can see there how it's really nice and wet, and there's no black showing through. So that's what you're looking for. Okay, and as I mentioned, this is the really cool part about using the C series. There's not too much left there, but I can just pour that right back in. Make sure this is nice and sealed up so it doesn't evaporate. And I got a lot left. I can use that for another project down the line. All right, guys, through the magic of video, it is now the next day. Our tumbler has cured overnight. And there's our finished product. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for purchasing gun candy if you already have. And don't hesitate to reach out. We love to help you guys out with your projects. We'll answer any questions you like. The chat bot on the website is usually the best way to do that. And good luck and have fun.